Summer's officially here, and the bikini sale at shackshop.us is happening right now. Get hot styles, bold prints, and perfect fits, all on sale for a limited time. Whether you're beach-bound or poolside, we've got the bikini that makes you feel confident, cute, and totally summer-ready. So don't wait. Head to shackshop.us and shop the sale before it ends. That's shackshop.us, your new favorite bikini spot.
3 Doors Down frontman Brad Arnold dead at 47 after private, courageous cancer battle. Rock World reels as band confirms founding singer passed peacefully in his sleep, with family at his side. The rock world is in mourning after Brad Arnold, the founding member, lead singer, and primary songwriter of 3 Doors Down, has died at the age of 47, following a prolonged and deeply personal battle with stage 4 kidney cancer. The band confirmed Arnold's death in a somber statement shared across social media on Saturday, announcing that the Mississippi-born musician passed away peacefully in his sleep on February 7th, surrounded by loved ones. With heavy hearts, we share the news that Brad Arnold, founder, lead singer, and songwriter of 3 Doors Down, passed away Saturday, February 7th, at the age of 47. With his beloved wife Jennifer and family by his side, Brad passed peacefully after a courageous fight with cancer. The announcement sent shockwaves through fans of early 2000s rock, many of whom grew up with Arnold's unmistakable voice soundtracking their adolescence, heartbreaks, and moments of quiet reflection. A voice that defined a generation of rock radio. Arnold wasn't just another frontman. He was the voice behind one of the most recognizable runs of mainstream rock hits of the 2000s, songs that bridged post-grunge grit with emotional accessibility. The band credited Arnold with helping reshape the genre, noting that his songwriting became a cultural touchstone for a generation, producing enduring hits like Kryptonite, Here Without You, When I'm Gone, and It's Not My Time. Perhaps most famously, Arnold wrote Kryptonite when he was just 15 years old, scribbling lyrics during math class, a fact that has become rock folklore. The song would go on to dominate airwaves, remain a staple of rock radio for decades, and introduce 3 Doors Down to a global audience. A private battle, public strength. Arnold publicly revealed his diagnosis in May 2025, sharing a candid video message with fans after weeks of unexplained illness led him to seek medical care. "So I'd been sick a couple of weeks ago," Arnold explained at the time, went to the hospital, got checked out, and got the diagnosis that I had clear cell renal cell carcinoma that had metastasized into my lung. It's stage 4, and that's not real good. Despite the gravity of the diagnosis, Arnold struck a tone of calm resilience. "I'm not scared of it at all," he said. "I sincerely have no fear." The illness forced the band to cancel a planned summer tour, a decision Arnold apologized for directly, asking fans instead for prayers and support. "I think it's time for me to go listen to It's Not My Time a little bit," he added, referencing one of the band's most personal tracks. Faith, family, and quiet strength. According to those close to him, Arnold leaned heavily on his faith, family, and marriage during his final months. The band's statement emphasized that while the public knew Arnold as a rock star, those close to him knew him as something more. Brad was a devoted husband to Jennifer, the message continued. His kindness, humor, humility, and generosity touched everyone fortunate enough to know him. Friends say Arnold remained deeply involved with loved ones even as his health declined, opting for privacy rather than spectacle, a stark contrast to the excess often associated with rock stardom. Bandmates left reeling. Arnold leaves behind his 3 Doors Down bandmates, Chris Henderson, Greg Upchurch, Chet Roberts, and Justin Biltonen, all of whom described him as the emotional and creative center of the group. The band has not yet announced whether they will continue without Arnold, a decision fans widely acknowledge may be impossible. This marks the second devastating loss for the group. Founding guitarist Matt Roberts died in 2016 at just 38 years old, a tragedy that deeply affected Arnold and the band's trajectory. Fans flooded social media with tributes. Within hours of the announcement, social media platforms were inundated with tributes from fans, fellow musicians, and industry figures. Many shared stories of hearing Here Without You after breakups, blasting When I'm Gone on long drives, or discovering Kryptonite during formative teenage years. "He wrote this soundtrack to my high school years," one fan wrote. "This one hurts." Another posted, "Brad Arnold didn't just sing, he understood what regular people felt." A legacy bigger than charts. While 3 Doors Down sold millions of records worldwide and dominated rock radio for years, Arnold's legacy may lie less in sales numbers and more in emotional permanence. His songs weren't flashy, they were honest. They spoke plainly about longing, doubt, faith, regret, and resilience, themes that aged alongside his audience. In an industry that often chases reinvention, Arnold remained consistent, grounded, and deeply human. Brad Arnold was born in Mississippi and co-founded 3 Doors Down as a teenager, never imagining that a song written in a classroom would become a defining anthem of modern rock.
Over the next 2 decades, Arnold became one of the most recognizable voices in American radio, blending spiritual undertones with raw emotional accessibility. Despite fame, he remained deeply connected to his roots, his faith, and his family. In his final public messages, Arnold displayed the same sincerity that defined his music, unafraid, grateful, and hopeful. He is survived by his wife Jennifer, his bandmates, and millions of fans worldwide who found solace in his songs.